Another story that's coming out. Another Laker coaching candidate. Utah Jazz head coach Quinn Snyder, who has now probably aged, if you look at him, he's aged faster than a sitting president. Like, he just looks rough. Being in Utah, we already know what time it is. And now there's some new pieces of information that are surfacing that are not only giving me pause for what the Utah Jazz organization is going to look like moving forward, but two, whether Quinn Snyder even makes sense for the Lakers. Makes even less sense, potentially, than Nick Nurse. Could he be the kind of guy that could lead stars like Bron and AD, despite the news that's come out that Bron is pushing for him? First piece of news. In the aftermath, I talked about this briefly on TikTok, but in the aftermath of another sad exit, the Utah Jazz have pretty much their entire franchise is going to get blown up. They're in free fall. Might be years before they're good again. Reports now are that Rudy Gobert is telling the brass it's either Donovan or it's me. Oh, boy. Oh, Rudy. See ya, sir. You can just go ahead and clean out your locker. We're going to go ahead and just find another option for you. And there are plenty of options for Rudy. He's been linked to the Warriors. He's been linked to the Hawks. He's been linked to the Dallas Mavericks. All places that are in need of some front court defense, and that they're just a piece away maybe from a championship. Rudy gets paid $40 million a year, folks. So that's that. Secondly, I learned another piece of peculiar news about the Jazz organization's structure of decision-making. Normally, in basketball, you would have owner, and then below owner is the president of basketball operations and or GM. There could be combo roles, different guys, all kinds of different ways that's set up. But that's the structure, right? And then after the GM, it goes the coach. And then maybe some star players like, with Clutch and Rich Paul in the mix, like maybe below the GM or equal to the GM is the agents of the star player. In this case, according to, I'll say it's publicly, according to Jake Fisher in our conversation yesterday, below ownership is Donovan Mitchell's people. That's it. Owner, group, Dwayne Wade, Ryan Smith, CAA. Making decisions for what the roster does in terms of whether it's beneficial to Donovan. Is that not bonkers to you? Is anybody else feeling like maybe Donovan Mitchell is not? I mean, Donovan Mitchell's a fine player. But is Donovan Mitchell that good where he's the first, his people are the first decision makers you call? Fuck no. Makes you wonder, could Donovan Mitchell exist anywhere else with these types of demands? And I promise you, Leon Rose, if he ends up finding a way to get Donovan Mitchell back into the home, Donovan Mitchell is not going to be able to, just lead the bus there. I don't think he's going to get treatment like that anywhere else. Speaking of buses, though, this is the last piece of news. Fourthly, the inside scoop is that Quinn Snyder, normally team buses, there's two, the early bus, the late bus. Apparently, not only does Quinn Snyder have 3 buses, not sure why, but he has seating arrangements that he creates, like children, for his players on the bus. And the better you play, the further up on the bus you move. And on the team plane. He has assigned seats on the team plane, assigned seats on the team buses. If that, just let that sink in. Grown men making millions of dollars a year. And you get on the plane and it's like, Rudy, you're going to sit here. You missed this defensive assignment. You're at the back of the bus now, sir. Excuse me. That shit doesn't work on any team that's actually a contender because these are grown stars with egos and, why are you controlling them in this way? And second of all, is never going to work on a place like the Lakers. So if Quinn Snyder is on that kind of bullshit, if that's true, that's true. I had it verified that on team planes and most likely buses, Quinn Snyder is assigning seats. Imagine LeBron James getting on the team bus and it's like, LeBron, no, that's not your seat. You're in 15-7, 15A, next to Kent Bazemore. You know? And then lastly, I would say blow it all up. Get rid of Quinn. Let him go wherever. You just free like a bird. Go on, do your thing. Get rid of Donovan wherever he wants to go. Get as many picks as you can. Get rid of Rudy. Get rid of Mike Conley because he's washed. Just build around no one. Just start again. Start fresh. Scorched earth. Things in Utah will see better days, but playoffs are nowhere in the near future. Donovan, bye. Gobert, bye. Conley, bye. Stock up on draft picks.